Hello, YouTube. I am back. It's your girl, Renee. And family, we always thank God for this precious day He has made. We need to continue to rejoice and be glad in it. I know there are times, family, when you just don't feel like, like this day here is not going to be a good day. You need to continue, family, to just trust God, because let me tell you something, family. God take us through trials and tribulations for a reason. He take us through trial and error. We have experience. We have, the things that we just don't understand, and we just don't get it. But I'm here to let you know, family, that we just gonna have to just keep on keeping on and just trust that when you on the right team, family, everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. But that is not what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Today, I want to talk to you guys about not looking back. I want you guys to do not look back, family. And the reason why I say do not look back is because leaving your past where it is. That's a better way of phrasing it. Leaving your past exactly where it is, in your past. Leaving it behind you, family. When you leave your past behind you, you cannot go wrong. I know there are those times when, you may want to pick up their phone and see how they doing, and, all these 20 plus relationships and things like that. You just have to learn how, and I'm not talking about the positive relationships, family, and the people that sometimes, you connect and the vibes is good. I'm talking about those people who literally try to destroy your life. I am talking about those people, family, who every time they come into your life, it was never good. It was always bad. It was toxic. It was everything but good. It was like, you dig and you try to find some good in that relationship, but just when you thought it was good, it was bad. Just when you thought it was good, with you and this person, this thing became a whole flaw. This thing became a whole, something that you didn't understand, and you was like, you just didn't get it. You never felt good when you were around these people, family. And also, you have to understand, there's a reason you cannot contact them. There's a reason why you lost that number. There is a reason why it was meant for you not to connect with these people, family, because these were the same people. Every time they came around, family, you either got in trouble, you probably went to jail, you probably felt like you had to be a ride or die. I'm talking about these people who, you had God nowhere near on your mind until you thought it was that point to something was about to happen to you. You didn't pray. You used to pray a little bit. Then when you got around them, you don't even pray anymore. Or you just never had a prayer life. And these people genuinely was trying to, keep their relationship alive and hold on to that relationship. But these people just simply did not mean you any good. And to be honest with you, when you try to do good, when you try to do things the right way and differently, they talked about you. They said, you ain't down no more. Why you acting like that? Why you don't want to be around us anymore? And it's because you leaving your past right where it is. You leaving your past right where it belongs, because God is separating you from people for a reason. Do not pick up their phone talking about, oh, I need to just see how they doing. I've been thinking about you. No, you can't do that, but family, because what you will do is you will get reeled right back in. What you will do is you will bite that bait and you reeled right on back up, family. And let me tell you something. They're not going to change, family. They are who they are. I know you really want to see different in them. I know you really want change. And family, let me tell you something about these toxic relationships. In no shape, form, or fashion, like I always said, should you tolerate abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You should not tolerate any type of abuse. And I don't care where it comes from, whether it's a friendship. I don't care if it's in your job, because you can separate yourself and still work and do the job without just giving a person all of you. That means giving them all your mind. That means calling them after work. That means building a friendship that do not have anything to do with work. And then I'm talking about spiritually as well. You just cannot let people treat you any old kind of way. And then what you do, family, is you sit up here and they start to make you think it is you. They start to make you think like, what have I done wrong? They start to make you think, if I could just done things a little bit different. They start to make you think maybe I didn't reach out to them enough. They start to make you think, family, that is a controlling spirit. That's a very controlling spirit, family. That is a narcissist. And you have to watch out for those type of people. They're very controlling. When you're doing what they say, it's all good, everything good. But then now you decided, you know what, I can't go through this anymore. You decided. And then sometimes, family, I'm going to go ahead and say this. There was nothing you did. You just simply lost contact. That was a blessing all by itself. You lost contact because it was meant for you to lose contact. You have lost contact, family, because it was not meant for you to keep going on like that. It was not meant, because let me tell you something. They did everything but bring greatness into your life. And let me tell you something. All that hell cannot bring heaven. It just cannot. You cannot go to, let me tell you something. You cannot go into let me say this right, into a hell type of vibe and think you're going to find greatness, and think you're going to find goodness, and think you're going to find peace. There is no way. If you want to have peace, you need to be around peace. I don't care if it's nature. I don't care if you're fishing. Something that brings you peace. Something that's not going to tear you down and belittle you and dog you out or try to compete with you or be jealous of you. And these people, really, family, a lot of times they were watching your life, and then they don't understand how it is that you can have nothing and be happy. And they don't understand how it is that they have more than you, and you seem to have more peace than them. You seem to have more joy than them. And that is because it is all coming from the wrong place when it's coming from them. They're coming from a place of bitterness. They're coming from a place of hate. They're coming from a place of anger. They're coming from a place of discontentment. They're coming from a place of combativeness. They're just coming from a place of treacherousness. They're coming from a place of, they're just coming, it's just all of these things that lines up with them. And then the more you dig back into the recesses of your life, you was like, it wasn't me. It really wasn't me. It was the crowd that I associated myself to. It was the crowd I attached myself to. You cannot change people, family. People do not want change. I don't care how much you try. I don't care how bad you miss your ex. I don't care. No, I don't care. I may do a part 2 on this video. It depends on, things that God give to me that he want me to give to you guys. And I know someone is dealing with this. Do not pick up that phone and call. You doing good. Do not pick up that phone and reach out. You are doing good. Because the minute you pick up that phone, let me tell you something, they're going to bring all that hell back into your life. And guess what? You're going to wish that you never reached out. Because to be honest with you, they're not reaching out for you. So why are you reaching out to them? Why are you reaching out to them? I just don't understand, when people are doing so good and everything's going good, now you want to drag and bring this person into your life like, oh, well, we can do good together. No, you cannot do good together. It was not meant for you guys to do good together, or it would have happened then. And people gonna change, pray for them. Let them change on their own. Let God deal with them how he dealt with you. You know, just let God. Shout out to all the people, you know, who bring these type of videos. And my breathers, come on in here, family. Oh, I have to get better at just welcome you guys in the right way. You know, I welcomed you in with God. That was good. Also, I want to welcome you guys in, and just to let you just know, just to breathe that thing out. Breathe that thing out. You know, just go ahead and just release. Pick yourself back up. You didn't need them. They are the ones that missed out. They are the ones who they lost. You still win. And the reason why you still won, family, because let me tell you something. When you went into that relationship, you gave it all you can give. You loved. Your love was for real. I'm talking about you loved so hard until when things didn't go right, you always blamed yourself. You always said, what did I do? Because I know it just cannot be like this. I know they cannot be treating me like this. I know I'm not seeing what I am seeing. You are seeing what you are seeing for real. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. You have to believe them, family. You have to believe that they really didn't care about you. You have to believe they really didn't have your back. You have to believe that's just what it is. You just have to believe. And then when you believe, and then you get it in your mind, and get it in your head that, you know what? I see now. I see now. I see everything for what it is. Because check out my video, family. Get out that pot. Check out my video. Get out of that pot. Half of you guys, family, you're too stirred up in the pot. That's the problem. You're too stirred up in the pot. And what we're going to have to do to learn how to do is get out the pot so we can see everything for what it is. And then when you see everything for what it is, then you know what, you'll say, okay, I see what's going on now. I see I have to dismiss this thing out of my life. I see these people, they don't serve me a positive purpose. You know, they are stuck. They are comfortable where they are. You have to leave people comfortable where they are. Because let me tell you something, they cannot have your life in theirs too. And I know you think about, oh yeah, sometimes we used to kick it, you know, sometimes we used to go hang out, you know. I remember when it wasn't always like that. But guess what? Why couldn't it stay like that? Think about it, family. If it was meant for things to work out the way that you wanted it to work out, it would have. And I'm not talking about those simple just, oh, I had something to do today, and then, you know, they like when you was around them, you know, it was all good, you know, it was like you lift each other up, you know, you did things together, like, you know, you talk to your kids together, you know, you had your kids on track, you know, I'm talking about your kids, they were small then, and they grew up to be nice young women and nice young men. You were great parents, and, you know, the people who, you know, they were like, they were real friends, you know, they were real friends to you. Those people who, you know, when you mention God's name and you talk about God, they didn't just try to change the subject. They was on board, like, oh, God is good. And you know, you in the Bible discussions and things of that nature. And, you know, those people who didn't seem to be tired of you for nothing. Those type of people, family. I'm not talking about those type of people, because let me tell you something. Just because you're not around a person, or just because you don't call a person every day, or just because you have kind of like grew in different directions with your family, when that relationship do come back connected when you do talk to that person again on the phone, when you do contact that person, or when you are encounter with that person in any way, shape, or form, or fashion, then guess what? It's gonna be just like how it was then. It's gonna click back just like how it was. And when I say how it was, I mean on a positive note. But that relationship, family, when you had that friend, they always wanted to fight. They always wanted to pull up. They always wanted to do this and they wanted to do that. And then you turn around and you try to connect with this friend 10, 20, 30 years later, and then next thing you know, ain't nothing changed. They still cussing people out on the phone. They still want to fight. They still mad about nothing. They just find a reason to get mad. You can give them everything they want, and then they'll smile and then still be mad about something because you forgot that one little thing from the store. They mad about that, but you got everything that they really needed, but that one thing they wanted, you may forgot to get it because you were too busy trying to concentrate on everything they need. They mad about that. So let me tell you something. Those type of people, they're not going to change. Until God come down here and touch them, they're going to remain the same. And do not get it twisted, family. Just because God touched them, that don't mean God wants them back into your space, because guess what? They're a work in progress. And in saying they are work in progress mean like they could come around and they could still disturb and destroy your peace because they're still trying to find themselves in a better light. They're still working on themselves. They'll be okay for a little while, but they tend to slide back a little bit. That means you have to let go. And God working on people, let God work on them people. But God is not telling you by all means to contact them, throw a party, listen, you don't forget what y'all did together, what y'all been through, came from, folks, flats on the dub and all this type of stuff. God is not telling you to do that. That's you want to do that because you miss them so much. That's you want to do that because you they did, used to, kind of look out for the kids. They kind of looked out for the kids, but then they put their hands on you. They kind of looked out for the kids, but they belittle you in public. And then, you have the people, family, that you just have to leave them behind you. When they're behind you, they are behind you for a reason. It's not bad that you continue to look forward. It's not a bad thing. I know some of us struggle with looking forward. I know some of us struggle with, if things could have just been a little bit better. And I know some of us, and yes, I'm including myself, family, because you guys know that's what I like to do over here. Because this is not a bash or a dig. If this message is for you, just take it and strive, family. And we can strive together. We could do this together. We can pray for strength together. Or we're not gonna sit up here and lie and say, that sometimes, we don't miss what could have been. But at the same time, the quicker that you can just turn that mindset, the quicker you can just turn your way of thinking, let me tell you something, it's gonna be all right. And then you will come to realize this is the best decision for me. Let me tell you something, I should have done this a long time ago, but do not worry about that. Because let me tell you something, you was not going to just wake up one day and just have it all together. You just wasn't going to wake up one day and say, okay, I'm perfect now. It is called trial and error for a reason. It is called good and bad for a reason. And let me tell you something. It is called trial and tribulation for a reason. Let me tell you something. Without the bad, we wouldn't understand the good. It was not meant for us to have this perfect life. It was not meant for us to have this perfect friendship. It was not meant for us to have this perfect church. It was not meant for it's trial and error. When God give you when God say go, you have to go. It was not meant for them to go on this journey with you. While God is dealing with them, or some, God may took his hands off, and some God might just be like, This is one of my hard-headed Israelites. Maybe God is saying that to them. You don't want to be mixed up in a bunch of all of that when God has already taken you out, when God has already set you apart, when God has already gave you your assignment and your journey to go on. Now you looking back trying to grab them along, and God has pulled you away from them. You have to stay separated. That's why the Bible said, come out from among them and be ye separated, because you can't be connected with everybody. You cannot be connected with everyone. There are people that have these spirits that they don't even know that's attached to them. These witchcraft spirits and spells people have put on them. And, they're angry and they don't even know why they're angry themselves. And, I don't care if it's a family member. I don't care who it is. And let me tell you something. Your girl gonna keep it real with you. It could be your mother or it could be your father family. Let me tell you something. You cannot just always just pull people who are not ready. When they're not ready, it's not your fault that they're not ready. And I know you miss your mom or you miss your dad, and then, we go back and say, well, let me just check on them, see how they're doing and everything like that. And family, and it seems like every time you go around them, it's just bad vibes. And if you say I love you, they don't say it back. Or if you say you on a positive note, out of a sudden it just kind of mess coming out of that whole conversation. Then guess what? God is trying to get you right. You pray for them. And let me tell you something. If it's meant for you to go back and check on them, and it's meant for you to go back, you can believe God gonna touch you and have you to do just that. He gonna touch you and have you to do just that. Because let me tell you something. Sometimes God wants us to take our hands off. Well, exactly, God wants us to take our hands off while he is working with people. And then some of these people, God is like, look, no. You got to go. You got to keep on going. So do not drag your past into your future and think that people just supposed to come and tag along with you because you've been knowing them for a long time, or just because, look, I know that, if I could just talk to them now, God is all over me now. I can talk to them. I can witness to them. I can minister to them. And God is simply telling you, if I did not tell you to do that, do not do that. You have to keep on going. It's okay to pray for them. If it's meant for you to just talk to these people, God will encounter you in a place. And then, guess what? He's going to be in the midst of it. So when God is in the midst of it, it has no other choice but to go right. And I'm going to go ahead and dismiss this video, family. I think I will come back with a part 2, because let me tell you something. I know I did not tell you guys everything I wanted to tell you guys. And, this was a lot. But it's worth it. It's worth it. And always remember, family, there is nothing to it but for us to do it. There's nothing to it but for us to do it, family. And I want to pray for you guys that you would just have the strength just to let go, just to move on, because they're hurting you. They keep breaking your heart. They keep on stabbing you in the back, and they keep on trying to set you up, and they keep on poisoning your mind, and they keep on trying to control you. They keep on, look, let me tell you, it's all about them in that relationship. It's not about you. It's not about your happiness. I want to pray for you that you would just have the strength just to move on. And I'm going to do a part 2, family. And I want to do a magnificent prayer for you guys. And for me as well. Because I'm not perfect. I don't look back in the past anymore. But I'm still not perfect. And that is all I have for you, family. And I have to go to church. I have to get up in here for church, family. There's nothing to it but for us to do it, family. I believe in you. Father God, believe in you. His son Jesus believe in you. And definitely you better believe in God, believe in his son Jesus. And you definitely better believe in yourself. And just do not look back, family. I love you. See you next time. Like, share, and subscribe, family. Share this video. Somebody really needs to hear it. Somebody really is struggling with this thing. And also thumbs up if you have gained anything from it. And also subscribe to my channel so you'll know every time I upload a video, family. See you next time. God bless.